It is the Riot on RadioU, 8772 RadioU. It's time for an Isaiah dentist update.
Dun, dun, dun.
We're concerned. Yeah, it could be good, bad. Nikki and I have no idea.
What happened yesterday?
The setup is, Isaiah, 3 months ago you went to the dentist for your routine thing and your gums are bleeding everywhere.
Yes.
And they said you need to floss or else we're going to have to do a gum scrape, right?
Essentially,
is that basically
yes.
right? And so you've been flossing like a madman.
I have.
And now, yesterday was the day where you returned to the dentist to find out if you've been flossing enough or if they're lying to you or
Yes.
what.
Yes.
So what's the deal?
I wanted to text you yesterday to ask, but I was like, no, we're going to wait for the show.
Yeah, we had to wait for the show. Yeah, because I was the whole time I was going into it yesterday, I thought in my head, if I don't pass this now, then there was no way possible for me to have done anything because I had flossed every single day. Like routine every time in the morning, most nights before bed, I was flossing like crazy. So I went in yesterday, and I didn't want to tell her before that like I'd been flossing a lot because I wanted a true check.
Right.
And she was like, "Have you changed your routine up a little bit?"
Oh, she couldn't tell just by looking?
You think, my gums don't look way healthier, obviously.
Maybe she just has to ask that.
And I said I have been flossing more than I had in the past. And so then
she probably hears that from everybody.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was saying anyway when I went in there. She was like, "Have you been flossing?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, my flossing routine, which is nothing before. But now I actually have one." But I went in yesterday, and she started checking, and she was like going through, and she was like, "Oh, pretty good, pretty good." And I was like, "Oh, this is sounding pretty promising." And then we get to the very end, and she's like, "All right, so like it's a large improvement from before." And so she shows me like the chart of like my before, my after, which to me looked like night and day different. Looked way better. And I was like, so am I gonna have to get like the gum scrape still? And because she kept on like flirting around, like not like saying if I was gonna get it or not, because before I had like 22 reds or something.
Yeah.
And then I got down to like 14 reds on the chart.
Sure.
And so I was like, okay, that's a pretty big improvement.
Yeah.
And she said, usually we look for like it to be like 6 or 7.
Oh,
I was like, what? How? That makes no sense. And so I was like, how am I not at the correct thing? I've been flossing like crazy.
How are you still at 14?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was in shock. I was like, this looks pretty good. It's like so little red on the thing. It was like back of my wisdom teeth. I'm like, it's always red back there for everybody. Come on, nobody's cleaning those. But then she said, I said, so am I have to do the scrape or not? And she said, no. She said, hopefully as long as you continue this improvement for the next time. And so she just wants me to keep on flossing. It's like a never-ending game.
Yeah.
The goalposts are moving time after time after time. And she's going to be like, floss forever.
I feel like she wasn't giving you enough affirmation or
She
like
wasn't.
positive movement.
That's what I
towards
said.
What you were doing.
Yeah, because most people probably go in even
How
after
many
they're
flags do we all
told,
have?
Yeah.
and they're going to be, and they're still lying about it. And so she's still got to tell them to get the gum scrape. She's got to give you, like, you really put a lot of work into
You'd
it.
think she would have been hyping me up. That's what I wanted. I was like, hype me up. And then I told her afterwards, I was like, yeah, I've been flossing like every day. She was like, have you? I was like, what do you mean? You couldn't tell? You think I was just casually flossing every now and then to get it changed like this?
I'm a little worried still because now you're going to have to keep up with it. And
I know. Now I'm so unmotivated.
yeah, did you go like to the, did they give you something like the toy box or?
Yeah, I got the toy box.
Mine
You get a
gives like
lollipop?
chapstick and stuff.
You get chapstick?
Yeah, you do.
What? I just got a bunch of like more floss. I got a refill on Listerine. Thank goodness I was running low.
Well, you might have needed the more floss stuff.
Yeah, I guess so.
It sounds like it was a positive experience.
It was. I mean, I felt good. I wanted her to hype me up a little bit more, but other than that, I
Hey,
was pretty happy.
We'll be here to hype you up.
I know.
Good job.
So wait, so nothing has changed. She just told you.
Did you not hear? He's down to 14.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you keep flossing and you're free from the scrape.
Yeah, I'm free from the scrape.
So
she
you don't
said,
need to go back for them to tell you that again. Just keep doing what you're doing.
See, but I have to go back to the dentist for my 6-month typical check-in, you know? You go every 6 months.
I feel like that just caused you problems.
Hudson, how
Hudson-
often do you go to the dentist?
Yeah, are you
Not
going-
often.
Not often.
Not every 6 months?
And you know what? Still doing fine.
Well, as far as you know, let's see how many flags you have next time.
Wait till in 2 years from now when Hudson does his first check-in in 3 years, they're going to be like, well, there's a lot of issues here. He's like, this is why I never come.
That's
right now.
That's 100%.
Whenever I come here, you guys give me bad news.
Well,
That's
maybe don't
exactly
go
right.
to Isaiah's dentist, okay?
Yeah. Well, even if I did what was right, I feel like I wouldn't get the affirmation I was looking for there.
You wouldn't.
Well, good job, Isaiah, for working hard,
Yeah.
flossing, and getting, I think, a great report, even though she could have been nicer.
Yeah, it was good. It was overall good.
We're here to support you. So at least we'll give you the affirmation you need.
Good job.
It is the Riot.